Hey guys, Sean here, and welcome to part 3 of random facts about Thomas DVDs and VHSs. It's been a long time since my last video, but I found more facts that I want to share with you. So first, let's start with the first DVD to come out in America, Best of Thomas. If you open it up, it has this thing. If you look right here, Rheneas has Skarloey's picture, and Skarloey has Rheneas's picture. James and the Red Balloon has 3 pieces of trivia, not counting the goof right there and there. On the back it says Edward the really useful engine, but on the menu and the DVD it says Edward the very useful engine. Right here it says see how Donald and Duncan learn that being cross with each other. I'm pretty sure Duncan isn't in twin trouble. And also on the menu, Thomas says this.
Whether it's Donald and Douglas in double trouble.
He says double trouble instead of twin trouble. Oh, and here's something that I missed. On the cover, balloon is spelled correctly, but on the disc, it's spelled with only one L. Balloon. The booklet for Thomas and the Jet Engine. On the screenshot for the Pick a Story section, it is the only one to feature the second page of stories instead of the first page, with Harold and the Flying Horse, Bulgy Rides Again, and Salty Stormy Tale. Thomas and the Jet Engine is the only DVD to credit Michael Brandon in the classic series intro, and vice versa. Thomas's Halloween Adventures and Mud Glorious Mud are the only DVDs to credit George Carlin and Alec Baldwin in the new series intro. The menu of Thomas's Christmas Wonderland was reused in Thomas's Snowy Surprise, which is why Percy says this.
I'm a really useful engine, and in my shed, you can play all the fun stories of Thomas's Christmas Wonderland from start to finish.
On the pamphlet for New Friends for Thomas, right here, Alfie is misspelled, A-L-P-H-I-E, even though in the very same sentence, Alfie is spelled correctly with an F. And also another goof is that under Sing Along, 5 New Engines in the Shed, it says, just select a song and follow the bouncing steam cloud, even though it's a Season 7 song and they stopped doing that after Season 5. Did you know that in 2003, there were 5 Thomas VHSs that came with cassettes as samplers with 4 Thomas songs on each of them? A Big Day for Thomas, Thomas Gets Bumped, Salty Secret, Best of Gordon, and Percy's Chocolate Crunch. Pictures that they chose for Don't Judge a Book by its cover and Harold the Helicopter are different than the ones in the actual menu. Let's talk about some trivia on some Thomas VHSs. First, this release of Percy's Ghostly Trick, like the original first release from Quality Family Entertainment, unlike the last third of Thomas and Percy's Mountain Adventure, like you know how it is, in the UK it's about Christmas, but in the US it's about Thanksgiving, and there's a scene where Thomas and Percy are talking about Santa Claus, so they had to cut that out. But on some releases, like on Thomas's Christmas Wonderland, they keep the video in, but like the audio, they cut out the audio. The version on this, it's almost as if they took the US dubbing track and the UK dubbing track and layered them on top of each other, where the US has a scene taken out but the UK didn't take out that scene. It's really weird. Here it is. Watch it right now.
Percy, I've just remembered. Your mail train is still back at the siding, isn't it? Percy hurried back to fetch it. Just then, Toby arrived with Henrietta. We've brought lots of hot drinks and food for the villagers, he whistled. All the engines were fast asleep in the sheds as Toby ran silently into the yard.
Oh, and here's another piece of personal trivia. All the VHSs that we have are not our childhood VHSs. The only VHS from our childhood that we have is this one from Trust Thomas. Like, this is the only one from our childhood that we still have because we ruined them because we were kids. All of our Thomas VHSs we got after we got this lot of 12 off of eBay. Thomas's Trackside Tunes, Sing Along, Big Day for Thomas, Thomas Comes to Breakfast, Thomas's Sodor Stories, yeah, rare one, sampler. 10 Years of Thomas, Make Someone Happy, Spills and Chills, Grace's Rescues and Runaways, Cranky Bugs, Thomas's Sodor Celebration, and Songs from the Station. It's like the opposite of our Thomas DVDs because most of those DVDs we had as a kid, but like all these VHSs we didn't have, we only got them after we got these. Now let's go rapid fire. This DVD is called Sing Along and Stories, but on the menu it says Sing Along Songs and Stories. Engine Friends is like a really weird DVD. It came out in 2012, like during the CGI series, and it has like episodes from the classic series. It's the last DVD. It's the last DVD to have episodes from the model era, and last DVD to feature narration from Ringo Starr, George Carlin, or Alec Baldwin, and the last one to use the classic series intro. And it's also the first DVD to feature Ringo Starr's narration of Save for Scrap and New Friends for Thomas on any medium, not just VHS, not just DVD and VHS. It's the first time Michael Brandon's narration of Emily's New Coaches was released on DVD, and the first time the episodes Hide and Peep, Toby's Afternoon Off, and Emily in the Garbage was released on DVD. And also in the episode Thomas and the Statue, like the first couple seconds are the first seconds of Thomas and the new engine, which is really weird.
Thomas and the Statue. Winter was coming to the island of Sodor.
On Songs from the Station, on the running time it says 120 minutes, even though there's just like 2 episodes and 8 songs. The 10 Years of Thomas DVD, under the episode selection, it shows Thomas's Anthem grand finale, under the episode selection, even though it's not an episode. Hooray for Thomas, the menu is like really weird. It has Michael Brandon narrating it, but not the other guy, Robin Smith. That's his name, if you didn't know.
Welcome to the island of Sodor. I am Sir Topham Hatt, and today is a very important day on the Sodor Railway.
Case! Aww. Give him a big hug. Case! Where are you going, Casey? Casey! On this DVD of Thomas and his friends help out, during Down the Mine, it says, during Down the Mine, when the narrator says long ago, like part of the sound is cut out.
Long ago, miners digging for lead had made tunnels under the ground.
In Foolish Freight Cars, the last line is cut out, like after he says, you made the most troublesome train on the line behave. After that performance, you deserve to keep your red coat. He doesn't say that. Hey, Case! And also on the pamphlet that I don't have, it says that Thomas's Trackside Tunes is available on DVD, even though it wasn't when this was first released. On this VHS, like, apparently, according to the wiki, there's like a draft version of the song Troublesome Trucks where trucks are laughing throughout it. That's supposed to be on this VHS, but it's not on the VHS.
Troublesome trucks will get the engines every time. Troublesome trucks will run the engines on the line. They push them here, push them there, until they go too fast. Then they push them once again, laughing while they crash. Because those troublesome trucks will get the engines every time. Troublesome trucks will run the engines on the line. They push them here, push them there, until they go too fast. Then they push them once again, laughing while they crash.
Best of Gordon is the only best of DVD to feature regular name boards between the episodes, probably because it came out like in 2004 and the other ones came out like a couple years before that. And finally, the episodes on Salty Secrets are like really weird. Like if you watch the widescreen versions, the UK versions, like some scenes are in widescreen and the other scenes are in full screen. It's like really weird when they were filming it, probably because these are the first 6 episodes of season 6, and they were like just getting used to the widescreen, so they just filmed certain shots, and yeah, it's weird. Oh yeah, you like my painting? Yeah, you know, in the first video of showing random facts, that projector, yeah, I projected like the VHS onto a canvas and painted over it. So that was part 3 in my random facts about Thomas DVDs and VHSs trilogy. I'm not gonna make another one because any trivia that I didn't put in these 3 videos are just like not interesting and or not worth knowing. So I hope to like it, and I hope to make more videos in the future, but like I'm just kind of like out of ideas at this point, so like if you have any ideas for me, you can put it in the comments below. Yeah, because hey, cool. My holy. Hey, cool. Meow. Hi. That was a stupid idea.